Hello and welcome to another Monday night stream. Just making sure this is all working. Hold on. Yep, okay, that's working. Good. A few minutes late starting. I was just getting set up. Hi, Crazy. Good to see you. Jerry, hello, welcome. The Fixer, good morning. FTLDV, hi, welcome. I don't believe I've seen you here before, so welcome. What I'm doing is, as you can see, I've already been working on it. One of the scenes for chapter 29 with Han, Luke and Mara. Not working to that oddly enough. It must be nice to have a bit of time off, but I'm still glad you could join us here. History Finn, well, thank you for stopping by. It's just gone midnight here, but yeah, sleep well and have a good night. So yeah, I'm just working on this scene. There's lots of clipping and things not quite right, but that's what I'm going to be working on. Just past midnight here in the UK, which is where I am too. Camera's out of focus too, but that's fine. That's the last thing I fixed because I adjusted the camera position. Or probably will adjust the camera position as we work our way through the scene. As we're about to do now, because I just... That's what I want to do. How's your day been? Not the best day I've ever had, but I made it through. And here working on this, which is quite good, and getting to be chatting with you guys as well. How's your day, and how's everyone else's day been? Hopefully better than mine. Is chapter 28 coming this year or after New Year? It's coming this year. Midwest Appeals. Thank you. Haven't seen you for a while, but yeah, I'm making good progress. This is chapter 29 of 32, so there's not much left to do after this. ZS Overman, hello. And it feels like we were just chatting yesterday. Overman is a long-time friend of mine from the machinima community. You should check out his channel because he's got lots of great videos. I should have said that. FTLDB. See, I'm not in the right there. Obviously, I'm not quite in the right frame of mind. But that is the reply I should have given. Alright, welcome back. It's easy to connect with the wrong account, so yeah, go check out Overman's channel. He's got lots of great videos. As you can see, there's some unfortunate clipping going on here, which we will be working on this stream. This is what I was about to do before I realised I had to get set up for this stream. So you say you got a little left to do, unless you're... Well, when I say a little left to do, I mean on Heir to the Empire itself. The other books I would consider separate projects. And I'm trying not to give myself a heart attack thinking about that. Just watching this through again. Yeah. Okay, there's a little bit of adjustment needed. Let's start with getting hand in the right place. Chris, is chapter 28 made? I've done all the rendering. There's a little bit of sound work that's left to do. So it's not quite finished, but I know I can finish it before the new year. But I don't do sound editing on stream because I don't want to run the risk of the music being picked up by the copyright bots and run into trouble with that. So I never do sound editing on stream. So and there's no animation left to do, so that's why I'm doing 29. How many chapters will there be? There are 32 chapters in the book. Right, so let's go back to the scene itself. Will start probably about there. It'll be 32. I'm sticking to what's in the book. Darcy's going to Tropical Island to get away for vacation after this book. That would be nice. Gives me a chance to read the next book. Yeah. Well, Han's arm goes through his leg there, so let's get started on fixing this. Move that. Matthew, hello and welcome. Right, Now we're going to have Han drop down just a little bit. He doesn't want to attract the attention of all the stormtroopers around. Is this the only... Is this the book, only one book you're going to do? Because I believe there are 3 books. I haven't thought too much ahead for the other rest of what I haven't thought too much about what I'm going to do next, because I'd like to finish this one first. It's kind of it's a one book at a time kind of project, because they're not short books. When's chapter 28? We were just talking about that. It's going to be before the new year. It's all animated. I need to do the sound editing on it. I know I can finish it before then. I just haven't got to it yet. So, and I'm working on chapter 29 as well. I don't want to give an exact date yet. I never give out an exact date until let's get rid of that. Until it's actually finished, because then I can accurately predict when the date's going to be. So I'm afraid that before the New Year's, it's the most thing. It's all I'm going to give at the moment. That's alright. There's no reason you would remember how many chapters are in the book, especially if you haven't read it for a while. I've noticed the new vintage collection wave. There's a Thrawn figure. He might also be included in the Ahsoka. So on Saturday I went to a Comic-Con in Birmingham. I found that Thrawn figure for sale, so of course I bought him. He's not the same Thrawn figure that was released. So he's listed as Rebel, as the Thrawn from Rebels, but he's not. The previous figure they made that scale looks like the Rebels character. This Thrawn does not. He looks more realistic, but he doesn't look like Lars Mikkelsen either. He's just... I think they kind of based him on some of the old comics or something like that. Yeah, so I'm not sure exactly what the source was, but he's a more realistic... he's not stylized, that's what we're going for. But he looks like a pretty good figure. He's actually still in my case at the moment because I haven't had a chance to unpack. But I was very pleased with the find, because I believe it's a little bit early. Gwendala, hello, welcome. I'd like to see a Rook figure. So yeah, so would I. I want to see figures of all of the Heir to the Empire characters. Oh, hang on. Better. I remember when the last command came out, as I was reading it when I did my last annual camp for my cadet force. Must have been fun to fun reads when you were on your camping trip? Right, let's watch it through this again. So Mara's got some clipping there as well. What I want to do is bring the camera in a bit closer. It was the hardback copy which I still own now. Yeah, I've still got my copy too. It's on the bookshelf. It's on the bookshelf over there. When I say over there, you can't see what I'm talking about, but I got all my Star Wars books over there. I can't wait for chapter 28, 29. I can't either. There's a lot of fun stuff I've put in these two chapters, which I can't wait for you guys to see. Which is of course good motivation for me to finish working on them. Easter eggs? I wouldn't say Easter eggs, it's just I put a lot of effort into them, and they should be really fun to watch. Right, so I want hand to be there, because then he's out of frame. Oh, it's not quite out of frame, but I think that will work. No, that won't work. If I rotate the camera around to where I want it to be, it should be there. Hi, I watched your Heir to the Empire videos a few weeks ago. You are gifted excellent work. Well, I'm glad you watched them and enjoyed them. Thank you. You're not quite finished yet. I hope that Dave Filoni's Star Wars Heir to the Empire movie still happens. Well, the actual the title of Heir to the Empire is speculation, but the movie itself should still be happening. I don't think the actors and writers strike will have done anything to stop that. As it would have slowed things down a bit, because obviously they couldn't they couldn't write anything on the shows building up to that movie, and also they couldn't film anything. But now the strikes have been resolved, so hopefully production will begin soon. My understanding was they were close to filming Mandalorian Season 4 when the strikes hit. So yeah, hopefully they can start production soon and get on with the process of telling the story that they want to tell us. As for the future of Star Wars, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. And it's been pretty divisive. There are lots of people who do like it, and there are some who don't. I think either opinion is valid. Star Wars is a huge franchise, so there's going to be content that's not going to appeal to everyone. I don't generally like to say, well, you should like this or shouldn't like this. I think people can make their own minds up. So obviously this needs to go. I don't think I got this right. So there's a problem when you're doing motion capture for two characters that are supposed to touch each other, especially in a motion like this. It's hard to get them to. It's hard to get the movements exactly right when you're doing both. So let's see what we can do to fix this. I think the timing's about right, but Yeah. Timing's right, position is not. But that can be fixed. Let's move that there. Actually, I think the first thing we're going to do is fix the posture of this stormtrooper, because he's not holding the blaster rifle correctly. That's just the issue with motion capture. The sensors don't always line up. Even the professional mocap studios have to do this kind of stuff, so fortunately it's a quick fix. That looks about right. What I need to do is set this left hand to follow the rifle so that it stays as if he's holding it. We'll release that later. Obviously now he's aiming at the floor. So we'll fix that. Of course now he's not aiming where he's looking. Yeah, that's better. When I say it's a huge franchise, I mean, I'm not talking about new content as it's being released. I mean, you've got the original films, then you've got the prequels, and of course the sequels. But not just that, you've got all those books and comics and video games released ever since the original film was released. So when I say huge franchise, I'm including all of the content ever released. Whatever you feel about what's being released right now, it doesn't make any of what came before disappear. That's what I was trying to get at. Right, let's check the camera angles again. I think we want it to be a bit closer than what it was. This looks like a lot of work. Yeah. This is just a small part of the whole sequence as well. But it's worth it. I have a great time making all this stuff. So, set hands position to be there. And then we need I think what I need to do is go back and check my Stormtrooper motion capture for I think I got some better takes of this Stormtrooper motion capture. I'm not going to do that on the stream, but what I am going to do for the rest of the stream is look at Luke and Mara and work on fixing them up. It's just a little bit easier and a bit more fun to watch. So yep, that's all fine. Right, yeah, we've got the clipping issue with Mara, so let's work on Mara for a bit. Let's go back to the beginning. Helps to select the character as well. And I'm not talking about sales either. What I mean is things like on my desk here I've got a couple of Thrawn action figures. Whatever Disney does in the future, it's not going to affect that I have these figures and I like them and I like the stories that I know Thrawn from, including Heir to the Empire, of course. It's just I can tune out and ignore anything I don't like. Right, got the two arms linked so they should stay together as she moves. Right, so this is the point where I need to release it because that's when she herself is released. So I hate that pop-up. Need to figure out a way to turn it off because it's irritating. I know exactly what it keeps telling me and nothing really I can do about it. Okay, so here we have, switch around to the front. Each of Mara's hands is going through one of her legs. Also look at her legs are clipping as well. That's not good. Let's fix the legs first. And we'll fix the legs at the beginning of the clip as well. Yeah. I know you can't really see it, but it kind of bugs me. Sometimes I don't bother fixing stuff that you can't see, but I don't know, for some reason this one is. Right, so here, let's go to the end of the movement, which is about there. So we've got to raise that hand and that hand. Because that makes it easier. Well, this hand in particular is very easy to fix because all we've got to do is move it out to the side. Master Luke, hello and welcome. As always, it's good to see you. Master Luke is the voice of Luke Skywalker. He did some dialogue for this particular scene, which you can't hear because you're going to have to wait for the finished episode for that. I am sneaky. I don't want to give... I know you're watching me make these things, but I don't want to give away everything all at once. Got to leave some stuff for the completed episode. I'd have to wait. Yes, I suppose you do, don't you? And you could listen to your recordings and watch the playback of this scene. I thought it was funny. You don't have to be sorry for it. Right, I suspect rumours of Bob Iger being fired are going to be the same as the weekly report that Kathleen Kennedy has been fired. So you may not want to get your hopes up. Alright, let's see that. Yeah, that's better. You want a hand there. She's flexing her fingers a bit because she's had her arms bound for quite some time. And then and she needs to point up for what she's talking about. See, Master Luke, you have your dialogue, but you don't have the others. I suppose you do have the script. Let's see how that looks. Alright, let's... when Disney has more than one movie coming out next year, it's one Marvel movie that's coming out next year. Right, so yeah, that's the bit I'm going to fix later. Right, let's watch it through. And Master Luke, you can listen to yourself, fill in as you need to. And that's pretty close, Hannah the Stormtrooper, but it's not quite. Everything I need. You can see me trying not to running off as Luke, then trying not to run into some furniture. Right, so let's give Luke a pass for the motion capture, for the clipping, fixing. I think he might actually be right. Mr. Zeno, hello and welcome. So you know, Luke's not right. Let's see where Luke's fine there. And then, oh well, I love your comments. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoy my work. As you can see, I'm working on chapter 29. 28's almost finished, but not anything I'd want to show on the stream because I don't want to run into any sound copyright issues with the music, and what I've got left to do on 28 is just the sound. Alright. Just adjusting Luke a little bit. I think it might actually have been better before though. Yeah. I mean, it looks kind of painful, but I think that's easier to fix. So yeah, let's move his leg down. Let's move his torso up. move. Yeah, this is easier to fix. Move that. So the motion capture suit I've got doesn't do certain movements well, so I'm having to improvise a little bit and then fix them up now. But I think that works. Leg squats, feel the burn. I bet you're glad you only have to do the voice and you don't have to do all of this as well. I have to admit, this sequence is really exhausting to do the motion capture for. I mean the force. I'm going to save my progress there. I've realised I haven't saved in a while. That's a mistake. Actually, I would love to act out Luke, but I would never have time to commit to a project. Yeah, it's quite time consuming as well. I mean, I spent a couple of hours doing this, and this is just a, let's see, 40-second scene. So imagine how long it would take to do the whole lot. I don't know if there's 3 projects. I can see there's 3 Marvel projects due out in 2024, but after the writer struck, I don't know if they're going to release. So the actual thing with the Marvel projects, as far as movies goes, I don't know about the TV shows. We got Echo in January, but that was already finished. I'm just talking about the MCU here. The only MCU movie to be released next year is Deadpool 3. The others have all been pushed back to 2025. There are a number of Sony Marvel movies, which are the Spider-Man villain, like the Venom stuff, but they're not part of the MCU, and they're Sony projects rather than Disney Marvel. So Captain America and Thunderbolts have been pushed back to the following year. Deadpool 3 is the only MCU movie. I'm sure there'll be TV shows that are released. I have not been keeping track. When I say TV shows, I mean the Disney Plus shows. Anything that was finished filming, that's pretty certain to still be released. Echo is being released on the 6th of January. They're going to put all the episodes up on one day on the first day. They released a trailer for it a few weeks ago. But they'd obviously finished writing it because they'd finished filming it, so that the strike didn't really affect that. I don't know what's coming next. Alright, so this is looking pretty good. I want to fix hand positioning. Let's go through it again. That bit's fine with Luke. Here we go. Yeah, he's still clipping Mara. So let's fix that. Luke's clipping there, but you don't see him, so I'm not going to bother fixing it. The easiest thing to do there is to push hand back. And push it that way. Oh. Do that again. So almost got it. As I look on camera. Right, I'm going to move the other arm down. That one down there. There we go. Alright, I'm going to save. I think it's time to wrap up the stream actually, because I've been here for an hour. Still got plenty of work to do on this scene. And I'm pleased with the progress I've been making on it throughout the day, and of course here on the stream. Master Luke, it's great to see you. Hope to see you again next time. Yeah, I think that's about it for this evening. Hope you enjoyed watching this coming together. Yeah, so I'll see you all next time. Take care, and may the throne be with you. Take care, and good night.